guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you very much for coming. My name is Falashade, and to my old subscribers, thank you very much for coming back. You guys are the real MVP. To the newcomers, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and leave comments in the comment section down below. I'll be reading everything. So today we'll be talking about knowing your ideal body type and dressing to suit your body type. You know, knowing your body type will actually enable you shop with ease online, will enable you dress well to suit your body, will enable you flatter your curves and everything you want to flatter, will enable you, know the ideal exercise and diet to even do to maintain your body type. If this sounds like something you're interested in, do keep on watching this video. Ideal body shape, you need to measure 4 points of your body. You need to measure your shoulder, you need to measure your bust, you need to measure your waist and your hips. So to do this, I'm going to be using a tape measure. I feel like every lady needs to have this, because apart from knowing my body shape and all, you guys, I measure myself at the very least twice in a day. I know sometimes I just can't help it. Like my tape measure, and measure my waist. Not because I don't know what it was last night, but I really want to know if anything changed overnight. You know, when you sleep, you tend to like burn some belly fat especially. So I want to really know what changed. Did anything happen? Is my metabolic rate fast enough? You know, things like that. So I feel like everybody should have this. Every lady should have this in their home. So the first thing you're going to be doing is measure your shoulder. You're going to be measuring the widest part of your shoulder, because I see most people, or most fashion designers, most online size charts, they don't usually take shoulders into consideration. I mean, your shoulder should be part of whatever you're measuring to determine your body shape. So you measure your shoulder, the highest point of your shoulder actually. So the highest point of my shoulder is 44. This is it, 44. And then you measure your waist. You measure your shoulder and note it down. Then you measure your waist. The tiniest part of your natural waist should be somewhere around your belly button. Belly button, according to the British, you know, but should be somewhere around your belly button. And well, my natural waist is 32. The thing is, when you want to measure yourself, just make sure you wear something light, a light fabric, so that it doesn't add to your measurement. So you measure your shoulder, you measure your bust, measure your natural waist, the fullest part of your bust, measure your natural waist, that's the tiniest part of your waist, and the fullest part of your hips. When you have those 4 measurements, then you are good to go. So now that you know your measurements, you know your waist, the 4 points, the 4 important parts, now that you know the measurements, it is important to note that no two bodies have the same ideal shape. Like, no two bodies have the same body type. You can have a twin, and your twin has an hourglass shape, and you are not exactly an hourglass. You may be a pear or an apple, or you know, a rectangle shape. No, and there's no ideal body. This rave about I want the figure 8, I want an hourglass shape. I don't want us to think that the hourglass shape is the ideal body shape. No, your body is the ideal body triangle. That's the first one we'll be looking at. The inverted triangle is characterized by broad shoulders and broad chest, broad bust that narrows down to the hips. So if your shoulder is 2 or more inches wider than your hips, or your bust is 4 or more inches wider than your hips, you have the inverted triangle shape. So you're basically supposed to wear something that, you know, balances it out. Wear like a shift dress, you know, or you can even do something. You can cinch in your waist, make use of belts to accessorize, cinch in your waist. Wear something that flatters, you know, flatters your bust, flatters your shoulders. And celebrities that have inverted body shape are Naomi Campbell. Just look how beautiful she is. She has inverted body shape, and then she wears what suits her. You know, next body shape I'm going to be talking about is a triangle body shape. It's basically the opposite of the inverted body shape we talked about. If your hips measurement is the largest part of your body, then you have your body shape is in triangle. Your hip measurement has to be like 2 or more inches wider than your shoulder measurement, or 4 or more inches wider than your bust measurement. Then your body shape is triangle, and that seems to be like the most common body shape among women. A group of celebrities that have the triangle body shape is Beyonce and Kim K. Yeah, so basically what you wear is, you want to accentuate your waists and your hips. So play around with wrap dresses, wrap tops, crop tops, anything to belts. You can use big belts, you can use tiny belts to accentuate your waist and make your waist pop, make your hips get flattered and all. Gotcha. So guys, the next body shape I'm going to be talking about is a round or apple body shape. That's basically if your waist measurement is the largest part of your body. Some people carry most of the fat around their waist, and so if your waist measurement is 2 or more inches larger than your shoulder, your bust, or your hip measurement, you are basically apple shape. And you want to play around. You want to wear something that cinches your waist. You want to wear something that flatters, that brings attention to. If you want to bring attention to your body, to your upper body, bring it. If you want to bring attention to your lower body, bring it. But so you have to wear something in such a way that you distract people from your mid region. So you play around with colors in your lower body part. The body shape I want to talk about is a rectangle body shape. There's basically no definition in your waist region. It's not, your waist is not defined. It's not like sucked in. So the measurement of your waist, your bust, and your hips are literally the same. That way, you are shaped like a rectangle. You are shaped like a rectangle. You have a rectangle body shape. You basically want to cinch your waist, whatever you wear. Make sure that your waist, you don't just leave your waist like that. Use something, maybe wear high waist jean or high waisted whatever. Cinching your waist to make the place appear tinier. A Nigerian celebrity that has the rectangle body shape is Kafi. Yeah, our very own Kafi Dance. Yeah, let's talk about the most coveted body shape ever. That's the hourglass shape. First of all, I don't feel hourglass is the ideal shape. It just depends on what individuals want and what individuals like. So you have an hourglass shape basically if your waist is the tiniest point of your body. If your waist is 8 or more inches tinier than your bust, your shoulder, and your hip, then you have an hourglass shape. And that's what most of us are, trying to copy right now, wearing waist trainers, wearing body shapers, wearing corsets and waist cinchers. But basically, your waist, if your natural waist is 8 inches, see, some people say you should take your waist measurement and your waist and divide it by 2. What? Are you using body mass? If your waist is 8 inches smaller than your bust or your hip and your shoulder, you have an hourglass shape. And what you should do to flatter and that's like of course that's the curviest body shape, and you don't have to be plus size to have an hourglass shape. You don't have to be a particular size to have an hourglass shape. You can be petite and have an hourglass shape. You can be tall and have an hourglass shape. You can be, you can be plus size and still be an hourglass shape, and still have an hourglass body shape rather. And the things to wear to flatter your body shape, please, like, hourglass body shape really swallows wrap dress. Like, swallows wrap dress. When you wear a wrap dress, you're like this. And the wrap dress, wrap top, high waist jean. Even if you wear a shift dress, you want to, like accessorize it with a belt, a tiny belt, an abortion belt, or something. And our very own tools, Oniru, is the example of hourglass shape. So guys, you don't have to fit yourself in a box. You don't have to worry yourself that, oh, I'm an hourglass but I have a belly, I'm an hourglass but my shoulders are quite wide. You don't have to fit into a box. You could be an hourglass at the same time be a pear shape. You can you can be a combination of 2 different body types. So take for instance myself, I have an hourglass shape if you're looking at me from my shoulders, because my shoulder and my hip are exactly the same measurement. My bust is about 5 inches smaller than my shoulder and hips, and my waist is about 8 inches smaller than my bust and my shoulder, than my bust altogether. So if you're looking at me from my bust, I have a pear shape, but from my shoulder, I have an hourglass shape. You see what I'm talking about? You see why we cannot say we don't want to put the shoulder into consideration? Yeah, so you can fit into 2 boxes. Just make sure you wear something that suits you, something that flatters the part of your body you want to flatter. There are times I decide I want to flatter my shoulders. I wear I wear off the shoulders, I wear sweetheart and then flatter my shoulders and just flaunt my shoulders. Sometimes I want to flaunt my boobs and I want to leave some cleavage. Sometimes I want to really flatter my waist and accentuate my waist. Sometimes I want to wear something short and just leave my legs open. So just wear something that makes you comfortable. Nobody's trying to put you in a box. Somebody is saying that because you are plus size you cannot wear this, or because you have an apple shape you cannot wear this. No, I'm just saying wear something that flatters you. Don't cover all the glory of God. Don't say because you have a belly and you now want to layer and wear. No, baby, no. Hide the belly or flaunt something else. You feel me? So that brings us to the end of this video, guys. If you are, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. I'm waiting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, subscribe. Thank you very much. And click the notification bell to get notified when I upload a new video. Until I see you in my next video, stay jiggy.